Everybody say, say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things?
Yeah, fema ye wo London. Ya ji abasobodie bebre. Ne ya redare e wo mransemu. Eye legal services, be to say family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. What BWF dear, yen solicitors edi enijie ene twitwaje wo na ye bo nso nyeden kra. Yen partner penimpa Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron 29 years. BWF Solicitors kra won ho. Inti se ba na ebusuansem bi te se child care eya abofrahwe mu awarja ye ho twuma mentwe ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a ye ma legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwuma nso ye child care any family team no nim nia wo famu ewe ne ya wo brei mu enu nti ne to ye mbo ase ma wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu yen senior partner obi a Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agina tumu na osanso ye member na kyerese eba no se ye gina wachi etwitwaje wo family any matrimonial cases ho a wonni haw kra wo pe advice immigration sensem ho wo BWF Solicitors de ye immigration team no abredare general immigration ho nsemsem kosi complex immigration work permit student visa ho totoye any entry clearance visas, family visas, ni appeals. Yen senior partner a member na wasagina tum ewo Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel. Inti se taiwachi a wonni haw kra. Ye bie an office free juada ekosi fiada anopa non krompe mu ekosi enumre nunsia eye 9:30 am kosi 6 pm. Ena memene danso appointment nkwa free anopa nondu ekosi ewia no 9 eye 10 am kosi 4 pm. Yewo 4th floor ewo Anna House 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London N15 4NP. Sawu 93 Seven Sisters Underground nso a eye kwantie bi. Yen senior partner Bernardo Wusu san ye barrister ya gina tumu na oye Ghana Bar Association member ena wasan gina se mranimfo ewo court cases ya efa Ghana law ho. Wa advise local authorities, official solicitors office, ni solicitors bebre efa Ghanaian law ho yi na osan yo bia otai kasa ewo radio any TV so fa Ghanaian law ho.
Based in London, we are a dynamic award-winning firm specializing in a range of legal services, including family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary and family law. At BWF, our solicitors are pleased to offer high-quality legal representation at competitive rates. Our senior partner, Bernardo Wusu, has over 29 years' experience as a lawyer in the UK. BWF Solicitors provide independent and practical legal assistance for all kinds of family matters, such as childcare, contested and uncontested divorce, and injunctions for domestic violence. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you in this difficult time, which is why we offer confidential advice delivered in a sensitive manner. Our senior partner is an accredited member of the Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel, which guarantees expert representation in all family and matrimonial cases. We are located at 4th floor Anna House, 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London, N15 4NP, just a short walk from Seven Sisters Underground.
Yes, of course. Rainbow Radio no asuguswa utie no. Ene yene BWF Solicitors for between komo. Yenya lawyer Eunice ewo ahoma no so. Yebeko na yama no akwaba. Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Ren. Patron, what to say?
Nyame adaru ma me hoye. Na mpacho we any BWF fo
Yamia,
nyina.
yamia, wasan ama another day to me a program we yada yamia say mame di kan enche a yetiefo ne nkrofo a omo ehwe yen michia mu ni na me da yamia say ende de ma be ka yen sa nkrofo a mutie yen e Rainbow Radio International nkrofo a mo tie yɛn a wɔrehwɛ yɛn wɔ YouTube anaasɛ Facebook anaasɛ other social media platforms yɛkyia mu nyinaa yɛda mo ase sɛ ɛnɛ de moabɛka yɛn nsa and yɛbɔ mpaeɛ sɛ at least mobɛtumi ahyɛ na mobɛtumi afrɛ obi na at least wama adwumaden yi so ayɛ kama. Senior last week no yɛyɛɛ no yɛbɛdi kan with the main topic no na at least towards the end of program no na yɛayɛ updates in terms of their esi anaasɛ their aba no nti Dr. Ren saa na yɛbɛyɛ no ndɛ.
Yo, and yemfa main topics no. Maminka was say BWF solicitors or mother romanti, Nyadia Beka Quantium. The Indian say a legal education every Thursday be on 9 to 10. Now, our modern Fred of for no so 80 be senior and now more crata sem our sem wouldn't to me embo modia and solve on a BWF the aboa amonya onsa account krata. Lawyer, yan shad you. Immigration won sense semia na ja obidi abase a potokase munamreja maputum dia kotwi. Or say which immigration issues are likely to be considered as part of the good character requirement for naturalization?
Nti sɛ yɛka sɛ which immigration issues will be considered anaasɛ dɛbɛ immigration nsɛm ɛna home office for no ɛbɛhwɛ sɛ obi ɛyɛ application for naturalization a yɛka sɛ in regards to yɛ immigration nsɛm ebi a yɛbɛtumi aba ne sɛ woba kurom hanom no na wonni nkrataa wobɛwura mu nti ɛno na yɛfrɛ no illegal entry anaasɛ wode asetena na ɛde baeɛ but w'asetena no wuyɛ nti still na wote kurom ha nti ɛno no saa no yɛfrɛ no an overstayer nti wo no wode nkrataa aba nkrataa no ewu but woda so te kurom ha nti woyɛ obi a woyɛ overstayer anaasɛ ebi a wo no woba no wodwen sɛ wobɛtumi use NHS aka sɛ NHS no ɛnyɛ free nti ɛsɛ sɛ wotua NHS no ka anaa koraa mpo sɛ ɛbɛtumi aba ne sɛ wobaeɛ no obi de ne nkrataa ama wo sɛ yɛ adwuma ɛna yɛnim sɛ wonkita nkrataa na woyɛ adwuma nso so a ɛyɛ illegal ɛwɔ kurom ha anaa koraa mpo sɛ wonya wo nkrataa no na wopɛ sɛ woyɛ English language test no bi anaasɛ life in the UK test no bi but na wontumi ɛnyɛ anaasɛ wonsua adeɛ nti woyɛ woma obi yɛ maa wo nti the use of deception ɛno nso ɛyɛ breaching yɛ immigration laws anaasɛ ebia woyɛ obi a for one reason or the other wofili wo application for naturalization no yɛbisa wo sɛ have you used any other name anaasɛ any other date of birth it could be any question whatsoever wankasa wo sɛ wompɛ issues nti wanka deɛ sɛ woka ɛwɔ application no mu ɛno nso saa no ɔmo hu no as deception nti sɛ wo make false statements sɛ biribi yɛ nokorɛ na woka sɛ daabi anaasɛ woamfa nhyɛ hɔ a ɔmo hu ne sɛ woa make false statement anaasɛ wo give you ɔmo false information nti ɛno nso saa no ɔmo hu ne sɛ it's a breach of your immigration laws nti saa nneɛma wei nyinaa no count as breach within our immigration law when it comes to saa good character requirements no nti sɛ yɛka sɛ obi breachi yeah, immigration laws in regards to naturalization na same way and yeah can because some people don't even know say one disclose information and now says that one my information be and also a breach of your immigration laws and people are always deprived. I have a client who before no or so you say a din back and or the room and or sign you say another din and on the room na ne hot say no because now ordering say or can application name say or you see three or four different names saying or the benya nkrata ba ekrom ha no ọmụ fa British citizenship no emma no nti enye ade a opese oka na me ka kire ne say and yes, sir. As long as you are able to disclose it to them, say, me you say ding way and I'm the remove the first time. Maybe a second time, no, me the a ding for and a the remove. And I'm saying you say another name, and the remove third time. As long as you disclose that information to them, na omunim sa person ube fa bibia esi into that will give them the opportunity to say that oh okay nipa way assign to yen fama no but who this say dia no mo dren say you want to use deception in say no sa no so one person mo deprive of citizenship no then they will go ahead and say that because you use deception and now say one discloses that information and so and no na omo gyina so e just British citizenship no every nsem nti saa yama we ni na count as breach of your immigration laws nti your fellow forms and answer your yes applications where yeah it is better to at least seek some form of advice and sana why yes application way.
Seek any form of advice there. Don't look anywhere. BWF Solicitors, Oma Juba, almost 30 years to credit, and yet in Fiketwa. That is where you have to go. Now, lawyer, yeah, after yeah, who say me. Obi baby say internationalization no kra no circumstances bɛn na wobɛtumi afitumi I apply now apply circumstances bɛn na may refuse you when applying.
Dr. Ro, waka asem papa because when it comes to these applications, no, nkorɔfo bebree esu sta anyema we bi, but and that it's really share yeah breaches in immigration laws. Into say, for instance, in some na mebobo also no, say if for one reason or the other, so we share na ebia with the bonnie be ebia because of the fact of you playing a part in a criminal offense na home office for no omo wo to me omo betumi aka say because e be a onye British ni ukita Ghana passport and say ukita foreign passport in say no boni na wudi ye no e be a omo ma wo 12 months sentence and I say omo ma wo more than 12 months sentence in say no omo gyina so aka say yeah ma deportation order nti ɛno no ɛyɛ one of the reasons that ɔmo betumi aka sɛ ebia because wedi bɔne wei yɛama wo sentence of at least 12 months and anaasɛ more than 12 months nti yɛhwɛ wo character na ebia woyɛ persistent offender and anaasɛ bɔne no a wodiiɛ no na ɛyɛ so serious to the fact sɛ ɛnyɛ ade a yɛpɛ sɛ yɛma wo saa British certificate way into carrying or having a deportation order no is one of the reasons omon to me and mouse that certificate no and they will clearly refuse that application because of the fact that or that deportation order no. And then another thing that I've realized in Omu new guidance because in Brano, of course, Sisa and Omu Akase due to your Borders and Nationality Act earlier this year, no, they have made certain rectifications into for one reason or the other. Say, ebia would they your court sneaker, whether it's the criminal courts and I say your civil courts, say omo akache say you are due to pay a certain debt. Na wentua court ne fees na odwen say because of the fact say ABI has nothing to do with your immigration nti ɛnyɛ hwee. To the home office, no, it has everything to do with your immigration because then again we are looking at good character. And to say obi at the court ne kadia, then they see it as a very serious offense, and it shows say you are not a person of good character. In no also sano, they will see it as a reason to refuse your application. There are things in regards to other criminal offenses, but because and your program no is not centered around all of those other areas, no, but regarding your immigration conditions and I say breaches, no, that is why I'm focusing on just this area because of course there are other reasons where they would refuse your application outright. But in regards to your immigration, no, when it comes to somebody who is carrying a deportation order and I'll say, oh, aketua sɛ wode tua court for no, those are specific reasons where they would refuse your application outright. And see, those are the main two areas that ɔmo bɛhwɛ na ɔmo aka sɛ ɛnyɛ adeɛ a yɛde bɛma wo. And sometimes you can go back and forth with them and they will still come back with a no. But we will look at areas where they will obviously use almost discretion. Na almost like I said, because of these mitigating factors, yɛnhwɛ na yɛmfa mma wo.
Yo, wait there, lawyer. Yeah, na phrase bi tie ba. Na meko phrase ni so no ma me kan kyerɛw sɛ wɔn a wɔhwɛ yɛn wɔ Facebook, yɛn nuanom dodoɔ no a ɛwɔ Facebook, promise ɛwɔ ha sei, Helena ɛwɔ ha sei. Mɛsrɛ wo a woba Facebook ano abɔmmɔden ana wahyɛ ɛyɛ video no na afrɛfoɔ nso ɛnya bi ahwɛ. Ezekiel nso ɛwɔ Facebook a ɔno nso ɛhwɛ yɛn. Mo a motie yɛn ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Abbeywood Station so ɛyɛ drivers a motie yɛn so yɛda mo nyinaa mo nso ase. Na ɛyɛ a wotaa tete saa phrase yi na oh ɛwɔ mu a ne aba normally be refused, normally be refused. Sɛ amanfoɔ ɛyɛ application a wɔn taa te saa phrase wei na ma memfa nkɔ pɔtɔ kasɛm na mempo sɛm kakra wɔ twi mu. Say a lot of times the Tanya application but it normally be refused. Would that mean say there is other factors which can be considered a bit more successful when especially when you can say normally be refused no. Yetaka in himself and go for bohu we they say we the equa normally be refused the nya dia me kokra be ye yetibi ye hu bi.
Of course. And see, when it comes to home office any embra for no, they have a certain, should I say, category of making their decisions when it comes to general applications. So, either say omubeka say the offense what committing until this application will be refused and I say it must be refused. And so say because say will and I say it must be then it means say and it only mean yes there's nothing you can do about the situation. To say oh my God said there be then it is a no. And then they will normally say, as you said, will this application would that person have done A, B, and C? This person may be considered. And see, someone you say may be considered there, then it means that there is a chance because they are using their discretion. Into there will be certain factors which will allow them to look at whether your mitigating factors are weighing in the balance. Say, and then there's normally be refused in the sense say, their way, they will consider said they will refuse it, but because of certain other factors, means they may not refuse your application because of A, B, and C. And to say almost say normally be refused there, then it means that they have a discretion. It is not saying say they will refuse your application, but they are saying said they will consider all the circumstances and answer they will consider all the factors in the round and sana omo and make you omo decision. nti sɛ yɛ mbrafo no ɔmo twerɛ ɛwɔ immigration rules anaasɛ yɛ British Nationality Act no say a person may normally be refused dear, then it is because of the fact say ebia saa nipa no or wedi bɔne bi. Usually say yɛhwɛ bɔne no nko ara deɛ a na nka yɛbɛ refuse no, but yɛnhwɛ other factors anaasɛ yɛnhwɛ sɛnea nipa wei nso wabɔ ne ho mmɔden a yɛbɛtumi nso ama no nkrataa no. And I was mentioning before certain categories of immigration breaches are home office for no ehwe ansa na omo ameki omo decision. Nti meka say ebi ye ebi a nipa kro no we use deception nti ebi a na say we make statements bi or application no mu. One make that statement no mu, and they found that you've made a false statement. To crown mpo a report so ama police because deception is a criminal offense in this country. Nti and no sir no they can even go ahead and report you to the police if they find that you've made a false statement. And now Crampo say you were doing an exam and I said unim pa say well test for English language and I said life in the UK no. And yeah there will be to me aye. Nti waka kyerɛ obi sɛ ɔmboa wo anaasɛ ɔnkɔyɛ test no koraa mpo ɛmma wo ɛna yɛakyew nti ɛno no saa no sɛ ɔmo hu sɛ wouse obi foforɔ de yɛ test no anaasɛ woma obi boa wo ɛyɛ deɛ a that is also another breach because they see it as you use deception in gaining some form of immigration status in the UK. And now Crampo said it could be that Obaye no one for enkrata amba and answer Obaye no ode enkrata na ebaye but you have come to overstay. And I say it may be say when it came to your legal residence, not a so twasto, but there was a bit of a gap and it wasn't your fault. In say no so is another breach of immigration conditions. In society way, no, they see it as maybe in the circumstance, no, if that person has now said they've lived in this country, let's say before omo naturalization application, no, a period of at least 10 years abepa ho into to home office for no time na nipa krono edi saa bɔne no ɔmo hu ne sɛ 10 years abɛpa ho na ɔyɛ saa application wei deɛ a then we will consider them and grant them saa naturalization na ɔmo ɛhwehwɛ no. There was also a thing about nkurɔfo a ebi a ɔmo lawful residence ɛwɔ kurom ha and because of the fact say ɔmo ba kurom ha na ɔmo nni krataa nti they came here illegally anaasɛ ɔmo baeɛ with nkrataa ɛna ɔmo bɛtena mu whilst ɔmo nkrataa no ɛwɔ that's an overstayer or somebody who was given immigration bill ɛna immigration bill no wendi conditions na ɔmo de maa no, those things would usually have been checked within that 5-year period ansa na nipa ko no ɛkɔyɛ saa naturalization application no. And before no say if within that 5-year period you were seen to be in breach of any of these immigration rules now, then they would have said so we train 10 years and sana wait to me acquire naturalization application because you don't meet the good character requirements. But as of 28th of June 2022, no, because of the Nationality and Borders Act, and I say Borders and Nationality Act of 2022, no, it has been rectified such that say nipa or ɔkɔyɛ application for naturalization within that 5-year period. So obey to me akyerɛ sɛ ne bibia da pɛpɛɛpɛ nti ebia onya ne 2.5 ne 2.5 ɔkɔnya indefinite ɛna ɔkɔyɛ ne naturalization application na ɔmo hwɛ sɛ saa nipa wei odi bɔne before asin ɔba no kra nkrataa anaasɛ wabɛyɛ overstay a anaasɛ we breaki bill conditions bi na yɛhwɛ the fact that since obenya ne nkrata within the 5 year period, because yɛnhwɛ sɛ saa nipa wei no obemiti yɛ naturalization requirements under section 6(1) ana, and usually under section 6(1) of your British Nationality Act no ɛsɛ sɛ obi ɛyɛ obi a ɔwɔ full capacity nti n'adwene da hɔ bibia ɛda hɔ pɛpɛɛpɛ na saa nipa korɔ wei ɛpɛ sɛ ɔyɛ application for naturalization di a ɛyɛ sɛ ɔkyerɛ sɛ ɔyɛ above the age of 18 a ɔbɛyɛ application to naturalize as a British citizen. And then there are certain conditions under Schedule 1 of the British Nationality Act as Omoshre. Into those things include the fact that Sanimpa no within a 5 year period no Sanimpa no has not been out of the UK for a period of 450 days. And within the 1 year before Obey application no na okra indefinite leave, and I said there are no restrictions to ne leave na or ever chrome ha. And no kyerɛ sɛ saa nipa no ɛwɔ indefinite leave ɛwɔ chrome ha. And that person should also show say within that 12-month period no na on two quite more than 90 days. And then another requirement is the fact that that person will have to show say omo person omo ma UK hanom ɛyɛ omo permanent and I say omo main home. And then they also have to do the English language test and a life in the UK test someone yeah to be able to show say they meet all of their requirements, including the fact that the person must show they are of good character. Nti ɛno no saa no sɛ within that 5 year period wobɛtumi akyerɛ sɛ wombu mbra biara wonyɛ hwee ɛma home office foɔ no ɛnka sɛ woabɛyɛ overstay anaasɛ woebreki bill conditions bi a, then of course ɔmo sɛ ɔmo bɛtumi ɛde akyɛw sɛ ebia wobaa hanom as an illegal immigrant anaasɛ wobaa hanom as an overstayer. Say if within that 5 year qualifying period unya asɛm they can just disregard other conditions no. So I think that in a way that is good news for nkurɔfoɔ a da bia yɛka kyerɛ wɔn sɛ wobaa hanom illegally anaasɛ wobaa hanom as an overstayer nti wode nkrataa baeɛ na wɔbɛtena mu ansa na wonya nkrataa no a, then you will have to wait 10 years and sana wait to me ayewo naturalization application. In this instance, they're saying say if before the 5 years making the naturalization application, unya asembia dia, then the caseworker can disregard those offenses that you committed. And I think say that is one good thing that the Borders and Nationality Act has also brought about. Inti eno no sa no say obi ɛhwɛ sɛn a obetumi ayɛ ne naturalization application in terms so a, that will be a good enough reason for them to also go ahead and make that naturalization application because of government no so ɛde ato hɔ ama yɛn nkurɔfoɔ no so. Nti I think say going forward, no longer do we have to wait that 10 year period if during that 5 year period no nipa chrono has not had any issues whatsoever. But of course, say unim say wobaye na unyama end that whole year dia, they will still consider that 10 year period before you make that naturalization application. And see, I think say going forward, say unimpa say wa nyama edaho unye hwee will legal residence for the 5 years and then the additional 1 year before you make the naturalization application is all intact there. Na ubetumi akoso ayɛ saa naturalization application no. Nti Dr. Ren, that is I mean one of the good things that we have in mind say yeah borders ne nationality act na ɔmo de bɛɛ mu no ɛno nso aboa yɛn kakra.
Joe, lawyer Eunice, better say. My main car was one more share Facebook. Nana Hima, share Facebook. Doctors and so share Barnabas. Isaac Nkrumah and a Foxter Fox and so Doc, a message free WhatsApp was a good morning, lawyer Eunice. I was deported 10 years ago. I just came back to the United Kingdom. I'm told that I need to go to the Ghana High Commission to report myself. Is there any truth in this? Secondly, can my partner and I apply to the council so that we can get married?
Okay. Into me name and krata nimpa kono aba. Or say he was
Mm,
deported 10 years ago. And sometimes in Kofu mistaking removal for deportation. So I want to be
mm,
sure say omo yi no anase omo deporting no, because deportation means say what commit a criminal offense and na omo ankasa ehun say wo offense na wo commit ye no because of the sentencing na omo de ma wo either say wo kotena prison for a year and I say more than a year into omo ankasa can say omo you we free krom ha. That's deportation. Whereas
mm,
removal, be a obi a wabɛtena kurom ha, oni nkrata, nyama ayɛ den, home office for no abɛkye no, ɔmo sɛ ndɛ yɛ wobɛkɔ na ɔmo de wokɔ. That is removal. So there is a difference between
mm,
deportation and removal. It's because I'm not sure whether this person is referring to deportation and as a removal, and then the status for which he has come into the UK into ABR or the visitor's visa and or the room. And if that is the main premise for which he has entered there, the the council will always want to seek evidence that this is a genuine marriage. And
mm,
in this country, they know say there are sham marriages and there are marriages of convenience. Into ABR obi ɛpɛ nkrataa ebi a ɔbɛyɛ awareɛ no wɔ kurom ha sɛnea wɔbɛtumi anya nkrataa. And all the councils in the UK have a duty to report to the Home Office sɛ obi pɛ sɛ ɔyɛ awaria, they have that duty to also inform of the Home Office. And they give you a notice period of 72 days. And sign a crampo or dates for awaria no. And see,
mm,
I'm not sure which status are odiaba, but
mm,
say visitors visa not person or already they will need more evidence. You should have evidence in place to show them say omo relationship genuine. Ebi omo ni mo omo ho from a year ago, 2 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. Into there's communications, there's photograph, there's uh, evidence of living together. All of that is there. So maybe I don't know ebe to me abo almost omo ko council now almost say omo pese omo ya warrior there, then they should take that with them. Just because I'm not sure what his circumstances are, so I can't give out
mm.
too much information. But so obefre your office line later there na you to me abuano.
Yo, ɛne wobɛfrɛ ɛyɛ office line nso a mede number si na abɛto dwa meka wo sɛ wasogu so a wotie ɛyɛ legal hour with ɛyɛ BWF Solicitors ɛwɔ Rainbow Radio 92.4 FM so telephone lines na wobɛtumi de afrɛ a wobɛbisa lawyer question no ɛnie 0208 133 4646 anaasɛ 0208 133 1134 WhatsApp line nso ɛyɛ open ɛno nti no wontumi ntwerɛ anaa wontumi type wontumi fra wo send voice note a yɛbɛbɔ na lawyer nso ayiwa no numbers no yɛ 077 71950 989 nti bɔ mmɔden a na frɛ ɛyɛ numbers yi na lawyer ɛtie lawyer I mean nkɔ ɛyɛ telephone numbers no line no so na yɛmpeke call wei good morning yɛma wakɔ ababa ɛyɛ Rainbow Radio so lawyer Eunice ɛwɔ ha wɔtie
Good morning, Eunice. If I
Good
talk
morning.
the application for British passport. Now, address na me used to, I me wife, me wife, me fee. But me am address man used to because of say the prefer bar no be will be if no waje. Would they have an effect on it?
Not necessarily. What say we know wife netty, Anna?
Then you meet baby. Or me na accept it. Me say bus you no idea. Obi ado di no obi ofio. Or me am me kwajuma. Be also need you also time the other.
Okay, so they are taking that information because they want to know place of residence, just so that when it
Ah,
comes to, yeah, the decision letter and answer biometric card that on the beba no, they know the correct
okay,
address to send those
okay,
things to. Into those are the reasons why they ask for place of residence. Yeah.
okay,
Into say,
okay, all right, okay, thank you.
yeah. What they at all year if you they assume that's a year into, I'm sure say address now what their
Oh,
mom no, they see it as that.
Hey, okay, okay. All right,
yo,
patch up that and on hear me.
yo, yeah, that's
That
yanko
okay.
another caller so quickly. Morning.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, good
Lawyer
morning.
lawyer Eunice 80.
Mpacho, me mpacho me question here about me EU ni won.
Mhm.
Me wa me sex my SSC ni won.
Mhm.
Nti si a me won kwala ne me wa kwala be for Ghana. But me mpese me du kwala ne eba ha nti but mpese me jin krata ma omo. Nti eba se no sen na me be ye no. Ebe possible ana because me mpese omodu kwala ne ba. But mpese me jin kwala no krata ma omo. Nti so omo nyina like omodu be 20 years and sana omaba.
Hey, person or don't remember name, person Jane Kratama wom. Yo, cosonate lawyer, Eunice be you are no lawyer. I mean, fat call away, I mean, fat calls to questions, and boom preko. Hello, good
Yes.
morning. Hello, me bacha tuning radio no kakrana lawyer 80. Why?
Pacha, good morning.
Good
Lawyer
morning.
Eunice, good morning.
Morning.
Okay, me issue is my friend Dina or apply leave to remain on the basis of the British chart, but application they were or applying they were living together until almost demand a partner route because they were still residing together. A few months later, I'll try to or best switch alcohol 5 years. He meets the English requirements, he meets the financial requirements. But also, almost just what's not almost a residence address for the past 2 years. But all your application also, maybe or TCC or you use previous address. You will need to address for the past 2 years. And so the previous address, a bit 2 years. So almost required for address now what now for bills and in the partner. I'm not sure that address and I know how on the partner it's not, but because of the all your application I know movie channel, maybe I watch now for 2 years. On now the partner for 2 years, you soon. And based on that or the documents are MO on the partner that's now for 9 months. Almost accepted that because they say on any partner act now for 2 years and can go to the ISH. But almost granting or no money on now for 2 years. But almost granting partner route instead of a child route. And on that, I call you so almost say on withdraw. Into the question is say or withdraw now or change or move your address. No, you sue different address. Will it be granted for the 5 years route? And I say almost granting.
Joe, we the better
Into
na koswanity
na
na
me bisa
lawyer
na
be you
asem ba.
no. Ah, jina so
Um
lawyer so asem.
na me bisa na asem ba. Pacho, we say or your first one no based on the partner route and as a parent's route.
Parents route, but now they were living together to support the child. Into
Into
almost
you see the
address
same
or the
address.
but I was saying,
Sorry. Or you see the same address or you see time or all your parents' application na.
I
Okay. Into at the moment, no, according to say they've only lived together for less than 2 years. And omo worry.
2 years. I know I'm
Omo
worried.
worry. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I see where the issue is. Into say
Uh-huh.
we share your immigration in Brana obi your partner based on the fact that what we're in Pakrono and now say we need the at now for a period of 2 years or more. In the first application, no, or your application no based on the fact that or your parent of sa British child and now say a colana or your qualifying child, no. Into se a opɛ sɛ ɔswitch ɛkɔ 5 year route no so there, he has to meet the requirements as a partner. But sisi a waka sɛ ebia ne partner na ɔne ne te no, I think sɛ either sɛ ɔyɛ obi a ɔyɛ British anaasɛ obi a ɔkura indefinite leave to remain. Nti ne partner na ɔyɛ British anaasɛ ɔkura indefinite leave to remain no, ɔno no saa no sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔka sɛ ɔno no ɛwɔ hɔ deɛ a, he has to be able to show sɛ ɔmo atena for a 2 year period anaasɛ ɔbɛyɛ 5 year route application based on him looking after the child. Nti he's a parent rather than a partner. Anaasɛ he should just go and get her wedded. Nti ɔnkɔka sɛ ɔyɛ no wedding na ɔmfa marriage certificate no nkɔma ɔmo, because right now he doesn't meet the requirements as a partner. Nti they are saying say because he doesn't meet the requirements as a partner, then it means he has to go back onto the parents' roots. Nti because he has to meet the requirements, no, and he doesn't meet it, then he has to meet the requirement as a parent instead. Because what they do is that they will look at certain requirements apart from financial, English language, any accommodation. No, they look at the relationship requirements, and the relationship requirement, there is no negotiations about that one. And no, either say who meets the requirements no as a partner, and answer who meets the requirements no as a parent. In see, he has to make that decision. Pacho catch ne so ombra why na yensumi emboa no so ono akasa na yes application ne dia ombra na yemboa no with her no because he's now going to
Joe,
complicate things. Yeah.
lines no
And our
so
first
you're
question
very
no,
yes, lines no very very busy now. For a year first question of 4 children no oh answer we are not
uh-huh.
for a year calls.
Patrol. In relation to the first question, no, or say or person or young crata ma the mbano but on person what de beba. It's like say o person didi but o person do no be come. I'm not sure what his status was before all one colano, but I'm assuming say he did not have indefinite leave to remain in the UK and sana all one colano. Otherwise, I'm thinking, of course, he wasn't somebody who had settled status. He wasn't British, and because he wasn't British and an EU national, Pacho Bebre, you cannot say oh pese oje nkrata but on pese omobeba. So oje nkrata omomoa, it means they have to come and join you. That is the whole point of family life. Uh, EU no Edinburgh no hyehyɛ hɔ no just so that they can keep families together. Into the say you have a right to private and family life. It means the children that you have who form your family, no, they have a right to be part of you. Nti sɛ wosi wo pɛ sɛ wogye nkrata ma ɔmo but wompɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛba dia, then there's no point because then there's no family life in that. Pacho bebree sɛ wopɛ sɛ wogye
Joe,
nkrata ma ɔmo a ɛsɛ ɔmo ba. Nti pacho
yo,
saa na yɛyɛ.
yep, young Kwang Manisu. Hello, good morning, lawyer 8 you.
Hello, good morning.
Yo, good
Pacho, lawyer Eunice, you're from Mavis. Me Pacho,
Good
me were
morning.
pre-settled 5 years through EU. Me papa me adult dependent. And I didn't 5 years no. Now since my work 6 weeks ago, I was ha. Oh, UK. Hana me person me
Congratulations.
papa. Thank you, baby. Ni papa o Ghana. Me person me fan ko Ghana bra. Me nyame masetena no betimi aye preset ni bia ma baby no na me de na ko Ghana ba na.
Of course. Nti dia wo no almost did the same presets of no ebema akola no. And because you are dependent on your father nti akola no, so they can say because he's a direct relative of whoop father no. Nti say whoop father no ewo let's say settled status now or pre-settled that they can even go ahead and say to me ama akola no the same status as my grandfather. Nti I don't know, Sano. Oh, yeah, application, manner they will grant the child a biometric card, and then over to me it be too quiet.
Joe lawyer, yanko a WhatsApp when I mean ready a way, I mean call Facebook and so quickly, I mean question we embra. WhatsApp no of referral for Mr. Wajina so lawyer EBT question no about CCA. Or say please lawyer, I'm married to a British citizen and on 5-year route to settlement. I have 2 addresses. My matrimonial home where I received all correspondence in London. I have another rented property in Nottingham where I worked, but correspondence come through the address. When I am applying for settlement, I will use my matrimonial home address only. Do I have to mention about my rented property at my place of work in application, or I have to ignore the other property in a different city? We in some free WhatsApp line so. Na mame jina na mame
Okay.
ma wo call yi emisa question na marry no together. Welcome to a Rainbow Radio. Lawyer Eunice, BWF Solicitors, 80.
Lawyer Eunice, sorry, I mean, I have a question online. You can say about unmarried partners, with the root,
Yeah.
The main question is a person who say or to address now or your application now. The time the man parent to me a man of 10 years. I'm an asset to be a man now say about 5 years.
Patron, my name bra because wako complicating your makakra. It doesn't meet the requirements of partner, acquire partner application. And a person switch ko 5-year routes no so. In the my name bra na on fa the application na oh yeah your number. Saying even who the best way forward. Patron.
Your lawyer. Wait a message was send your lawyer can Modiana eba office now ye Modiana diagnostics in some complicated kakra. Until lawyer the numbers in the betuja now wa Modiana address na wa kwa visit a BWF solicitors. No more time and solve issue nima. Facebook was please. I would like to know if the delay at the home office still exists for applications. Young line so now married to a question here, Ebe. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Rainbow Radio. Lawyer Eunice, BWF Solicitors, 80.
Good morning, Lawyer Eunice. Good morning, Dr. Ren. Lawyer, please, I want to ask a question. There is a friend of mine, named Uncle, unfortunately, Waka Baby. Now, the family now war UK, no. I say, some of the family war Ghana about funeral maybe. In terms of numbers, is there a required or an upper limit in terms of Nepa Dodo I bet to make free Ghana about funeral maybe? Secondly, one of the family members now Omohe Sobe or 6-year-old child now Omobusa say 6-year-old child no if the mother is coming say Odina Chiba, what is the process or baby is that him mother any chances and I say the age does it have any implication on as to whether or not the mother will be successful in a visa application? But your any question. God bless you.
Okay. Let me take our first question first. When it comes to applications for visit visa, because I'm assuming say application for visit, saying a year nibi. Into say about visit visa applications, there isn't really a limit to the numbers of people that can make that visit visa application. Into the requirements is simply that omo genuine visitors. Into their intention is not to stay in the UK but to live at the appropriate time. Into say let's say 10 people from the family are coming, then that 10 people will have to show say these are their circumstances in Ghana. Ebi a to find that into ebi mu betumi akyerɛ krampo sɛ ɔmo to kwa kɔ Dubai, ɔmo to kwa kɔ China. There hasn't been any issue when they went to those different countries. Into for them, it is a plus because they have a history in see and no home office no extra history now who said there are people that are able to comply with immigration laws in other countries, so they will definitely comply with immigration laws here in the UK. And that is the plus for certain people. And then, of course, you want to be able to show your commitments back at home. In Abia, family, no, would do say, no, you all have good jobs. And I say it may be that there's a family business. In muni na ASR family business, no, to be able to feed yourselves. And in Krofona Mobano, Abia, ware, wamba, say, ewo Ghana. In because of those circumstances, no, and yeah, dear, beba ekrom ha abetsna. And with sister na say family member na okra kola or 6 years old. Of course, so we application na udo ba can the more the merrier, because of course we'll catch them say oh yeah family oriented person and answer oh yeah mother into because of the fact say oh yeah mother into untumi enja wo ba ne hosa so de akwala ne ba more kwanso a mo back into school. There's a letter from Akolano school to say Akolano omo nim se ne mame to kwan, and Akolano obie no ho a obetumi ahwe no nti for that 2 week period and I say 1 month period na ne mame back from her, they are allowing the child to go with their mother, and they've given her the necessary ABR school homework and answer whatever it is for the child to be able to learn whilst they are away. Into school letter will be useful in such an instance, and then any other letters into our other children and answer or a so she can add her marriage certificate, other birth certificates. So we do a letter or other commitments or sorry and now say associations be or the letters way me na ebeka hon senya to me I share and making decision. Into having a child will not hinder her application in any way. To me akoso aye sa application. No. And then somebody was asking about delays, Dr. Ren. And
Yes, please. Mpashon.
into say you can't home office delays now. Of course there are delays in every sector of should I say our immigration, home office and other things. Meaning say they are starting to make applications a lot speedier than before. And when it comes to those applications made on the partner route, I think says our departments normally are their plan. They don't go by any other standards, but they try as much as possible to make the process very streamlined and the decisions come a lot quicker. But in all other things, no, I know say the caseworkers are trying as much as possible to get back into formal processing times. Still, there are a few delays because when it comes to certain applications, senior gentleman, Nika said, no, what parents' roots, no, so no when it comes to like the parents' route applications, delays no there that's so it may take more than 6 months. There are other applications where there are still delays. And see, me sure me brain. They may still have delays in certain sectors, but I know said they are trying as much as possible to go back to their usual and I say almost standard processing times, not as before. And then I know there was another question to do with uh, addresses. Nipano say or matrimonial
Yes.
address and
Very
another
very good.
address.
Nipa no asɛne wɔ WhatsApp ɛwɔ sɛ bisa biem na lawyer ma memfa call away na ebia na yɛmfa yɛ address system no we deɛ mesrɛ wa. Good morning lawyer Eunice BWF Solicitors ɛwɔ ha OTO question.
Good morning. Me also me person me busa lawyer Eunice question. My application from last year June. Me nti omonka me de me ba me jam me ba so na yeye. Menya number be me pay home office ebusa omo because me friend me lawyer na the lawyer ni say on to me nya hwe mfa ho. To say me ba no we did 2.5 I also started school. Because of that me to me register no for school. Menya number be me free home office.
I didn't think I want to me register Obano for school.
Because me kunu ye ejuma or and more than 34,000. Me yes me de me o me sistema. Almost just say it.
But Obano we did 2.5 into a no son. Yeah. It's because
2.5.
Because we were sitting on say background pona, you have no recourse to public funds. Just say who kruno ojina or no ankasa no ho eka say oje sa charters credits no amakola no because who crampon would den eba you will still not have recourse to public funds. Just a who kruno ankasa yeah. To me enye hwe emakola no even what benefits no crampon to me in farm now unless you are saying say a bar now I could use no recourse to public funds no if you so yeah but in terms of
mommy mano
in terms of the application delay no so I think say for you to also have a certain peace of mind so Uncle Home Office website now what type into .gov.uk say complaints to the Home Office and as a Home Office complaints there's an online form that you can complete Home Office phone also on number so oko.gov.uk now type it contact the Home Office at the number so ebeba you can either choose to do a complaint directly to Omo by typing in complaints to the Home Office. And answer over to me from I don't think say calling them will help because a call center Omo doing for attache them one Omo frefre and I say for answer and answer Omo responded to for any Home Office akata. It is better say over here complaints no na what I say they will get back to you.
Okay. That's the lawyer, you know. I mean,
that's message of refu a wofra na caller ne kati bo modern na frɛ na be last caller lawyer yenko eye two addresses no eso
yes it's in that lady ne ka say or matrimonial address me pa to be you have
please lawyer I'm married to a British citizen
yes
on a 5-year route to settlement. I have two addresses, my matrimonial home where I received all correspondence in London. I have another rented property in Nottingham where I work, but no correspondence come through the addresses. When I'm applying for settlement, I will use my matrimonial home address only. Do I have to mention about the rented property at my place of work in application, or I have to ignore the other property in a different city? Yemfa call away. Now, me say we are not yemfa 2 questions. I hope that this will be our last caller. Good morning, lawyer Eunice, BWF Solicitors, 8 you.
Hello. Good morning. That's our name, lawyer.
Morning.
Lawyer, me pocho. Me bisa. Person bisa say, Mrs. Sabina, or me bisa me man say, oni obi kata. Na later no nimpa no edi obi by say I say obi pese odi ni baba anya oye ma ye di bisa na ma no na di bisa ma no akwada no emma no I say nimpa no play Mrs. no break na opeso ohun say nimpa no betumi ama akwada na ba wa bra Mrs. no onya we na say anu so ba still no be here say Mr. Baye Bidiama no na wenya 22 years.
And so what's it no okra debe nkata na nipa na opese ode akwala ne ba no so kita debe nkata.
Mr. no ye and nipa na Mr. nimpa na Mr. no ene ye nkata.
Okay. And see nimpa no epese okofa ne ba no eba but opese ogina wo sister no so ede
wa ye ma ye di visa no ama akwada no na sisia no akwada ne mbae no I say opese oyi Mrs. Fimina odi akwada ne ba baba Mrs. enya we
me put their whole patch. I mean, some of the visa na ama akwala ne dia, of course, akwala no obeba. but so my sister no I be aware because sa akola never chrome her. There's no way akola no ebe to me atina without nkrata because obeko school say ojije nyama bi inti so yes EU settlement scheme application no, and of course that EU settlement scheme application no ebe here say omo be kire say sa akola no eti honom EU national ne fie because omo ya awarefo nti say oh ka say oh ba as a child of the EU national and I said the EU sponsor dear and then you have to prove say only nete. So I don't know how he's going to get proof of address if he's not going to tell the area and answer if he's not going to tell what sister no.
Me pa akwada no ni afi wabu 21 na pese o mu say onu abetimi an bibia wa bra.
No, no. There's no way over to me because so what bro 21 you are seen to be a dependent. It's nako ye under 21 nanka say what sister ewo indefinite the same indefinite no and na ye dempa ma akola no so oba. But because yeah over the age of 21 no, they have to show dependency. Into for the 5-year period no mo de be ma sa akola no, that child will have to depend on no parents and the sister no for 5 years and sana with me akwaje indefinite no. So when to me and share dependency there and krata no emma no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's sanity.
That's you.
You.
Lawyer, yamfa addresses the no question.
Okay. Yes. And see, lady no eka say or matrimonial address any address alcohol akoye juma. Of course, so we are for na also ni wukun and it's dia. And everything has to show say unu wukun and it's because they want to know say our no is indeed genuine and it is subsistent. It is subsistent nature say it is continuing. It is say our no and that whole pain. Now oh ka say me to baby fufu na me kunu so to baby fufu and to assume until for you no you are trying to say as much as possible no minimum kunu there bibia enda yentem yet ho as man and wife. Yeah, our no genuine. Yeah, our no so is continuing. Or say so or Nottingham juma dia, then it means say as much as possible everything has to show say unu kunu neti into ukoye juma krampa o sign ever back to fear will matrimonial home into now will letters ever will not matrimonial home into will pay slips will bank statements biara ever wono echo on matrimonial home because a honum and na what's it nti ɛno no saa no you are telling the home office say address way and a minimum kunu no yete because of the fact say ebia yete sa address way pay slips no me kunu ene me address no nti why would you go and mention another address because the pay slips and no bank statements nature will matrimonial address now oh san catch almost say what's in Nottingham there will be conflicts because they've seen on your pay slips new bank statements say we address ASC. Into to say work as I would say Nottingham now what's now Nottingham, let's say for 2 years no. They will be thinking say our no any our repa into to keep things genuine as possible no you will have to state say bibia efa or matrimonial address no such that of course omo enkodrin say waware no enye awarepa into that is that for saa nipa na obisa addresses no ene we no whether she can use either the work address and answer the matrimonial address but just stick to the one na bibia enko so pepepe emma
Menim say your time nti course no so ba na ba but your time nti we dey mema the update no at the amaye na nyame aduma next week no yetimi afa course because I think that we've been able to pick more than a year 9 or 10 calls course no so ba na ba but time nti we dey my update no nyame aduma
factory you. Into saying I'm a kind at the beginning, no. When it comes to immigration in Brano, sometimes there are certain changes, and midday back crampo, yeah, topic, no, because of the fact say changes be bad. It is good say nkurɔfoɔ no ɛbɛhu nti baako te sɛ deɛ yɛ home office foɔ no aka afa nkurɔfoɔ a wɔpɛ sɛ wɔyɛ saa naturalization applications way, and the fact that when it comes to making the application sɛ wobɛtumi akyerɛ sɛ wombu immigration mbra biara within that 5-year qualifying period na ɔmo ɛrehwɛ the fact say ebia wo ba kurom ha as an overstayer and you came here maybe through ship and anaasɛ train na wonkita nkrataa bia na of course wobɛyɛ wo application for naturalization no, they can disregard saa nneɛma no just so that they can grant you wo certificate of naturalization. And then another thing that I also wanted to talk about was the fact that when it comes to ejuma no, because ABA oye ejuma and you are looking to have that right to work, because in Crawford we be free almost free say ejuma mfo no e share code and answer almost pay bibi to me de actually almost say me to me aye ejuma. I think so when it comes to the eligibility to work no, sɛ woyɛ obi a wobɛyɛ wo first 2.5 anaasɛ wobɛhyɛ aseɛ with wo nkrataa deɛ a, there is no way a wobɛtumi akyerɛ adwumamfoɔ no sɛ wobɛtumi ayɛ adwuma because wonni ɛna wonni hwee nti ɛno no saa no unfortunately no wontumi ɛmfa biribiara ɛnkyerɛ. But sɛ woyɛ obi a wayɛ ebia 2.5 wobɛyɛ another 2.5 anaasɛ wo nkrataa no ansa na ɛbɛwu no wokɔyɛ extension nti whether you are dependent anaasɛ student anaasɛ worker na wokyerɛ ɔmo sɛ wo nkrataa no ansa na ɛbɛwu no wosan ɛyɛ another application nti ɛno no saa no wopɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ saa ɔmo right to work. Meaning sɛ nkurɔfoɔ a ɔmo yɛ students ɛne a few of the skilled workers no ɔmo use biribi a yɛfrɛ no immigration UK immigration app ɛde yɛ ɔmo applications nti ɔmo no ɔmo nya biribi te sɛ share code ɛne nkurɔfoɔ a wɔyɛ EU nationals anaasɛ dependence on EU nationals anaasɛ nkurɔfoɔ a wɔnya wɔn nkrataa based on EU wɔn nso nya biribi a yɛfrɛ no share code, but nkurɔfoɔ a wɔwɔ 2.5 no so ne other immigration routes no so no, they don't usually have a share code nti ɛno no saa no employers have a new guidance and they have to either look at wo biometric card and answer or passport to know say oh sa right to work, but say o card no and answer wo biometric permit na wo no ewu na why application dia, the employer too can make an online check into omo wo bibi a mo friend employer checking service. uko.gov.uk website no so na wo type employer checking service just to put in your details to see whether you will be given the right to work. The employer can put in your details any or no employer no or non details. Omo be responded between 3 to 5 working days. Ama ne who say or was our right to work and answer only our right to work. In certain cases, if for instance, what they no ewuye answer na ukoye application na, the response that will come will be like that person doesn't have the right to work. And I say application no unkoye wo biometrics and I say untuya IHS fee. It may be that because a valid application has not been made, Nancy, they may put on there that this person doesn't have the right to work. And so there may be instances, Omobeka said this person doesn't have the right to work. But as long as you can show, say, udo application no, eko tumu, ansana, uwadia no ebewu no, the law protects you. And say under your immigration act, no, it says that say obi ɛwɔ application ɛwɔ home office na ɛpɛnde na on ne nsa nka decision anaa krampo sɛ appeal krampo na nipa korɔ no ɛyɛ application no before a ne nkrataa no ɛbɛwu, then Section 3C of the Immigration Act of 1971 no covers that person. Now, according to say, what does so on krata, regardless of the fact say Home Office emfa decision emba no, what does so e won krata in say no so the apart from the online check na employers no ebe no in brand so protecto in the employers no I know say they have new guidance which they must look at but say we obia or employer that so count so just because they want you to show that right to work now then patcho bebre one kasa no over to me ISR online check no assign ISR we no I'm a lawyer ISR letter no so I'm in regards to what the law says in say and also na me pese yetie for no ehu menim say membre no endorse in say patro Dr. Ren nyame enhira major no hana with me atwa so with program no so
wobɛgya me hɔ no bɔ mmɔden anafa ɛyɛ numbers no ɛtoto dwa sɛnea wokɔ yi obi anka sɛ lawyer bae wamfa ɛyɛ address ɛne numbers no ɛto dwa time check now ɛyɛ exactly 11 past ɛyɛ 10 lawyer fa numbers no to dwa ma
Okay, into Pacho Bebre, BWF Solicitors, your seven sisters, your main office line, 0208 493 7340 into 0208 493 7340. Pacho, so for your office line now, you be from 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. into 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. every Monday to Friday. Your ho either say ube book your appointments, so by your office, and also ube book your appointments for us to do a Zoom meeting. Yeah, number no. It is open up to the 5 days into so Friday, Saturday, and also Sunday. Into me, my personal line, 075 35813910 into 07535813910 into outside of office hours no over to me reach me on sa number way numbers ni na egugu ho senya at least say o may say number ba kwa over to me ahwe na yet me catch or say ni say na say oh yeah it's Dr. Rain yami inshallah yeah best sign ehun bio
yo yɛda ase wei deɛ ma menkɔ Facebook na wɔn so a ɛbɔ ɔmɔden ahyɛ boa yɛn ɛneɛ Margaret Edumensa so wɔgyina mu ɛnie yɛ boakye agyeman na ɔno nso gyina mu nana agyeman nso ba bɛhwɛ yɛn saa nso ɛna yɛn nua a yɛfrɛ no Sandra Fraser nso ba Mavis Opon yɛn nyinaa nso ɛba bɛhwɛ yɛda mo nyinaa ma se next week pɛpɛɛpɛ mo mmra na yɛndi adwumadie no thank you so much ɛyɛ BWF Solicitors ɛna yɛne wɔn adwitwe nkɔmmɔ no.
Yeah, say your Facebook questions are Honorable Enusa Tosso say hello lawyer Eunice, please what about someone who entered UK through the tunnel illegally by car? What are his or her chances in opting for residence? In say Obia Ebia Oba UK with car and answer or they Lungulungus Edeba UK ha. What are their chances? Honorable Patrick one can how long what's not a chrome ha. But say Abia Uba within the last let's say 5 years. Na oh share coins so obe to me edinya sitna e chrome ha dia. Either you are going to show say woyɛ awarefoɔ anaasɛ wowɔ ɛba a ɔwɔ British citizenship anaasɛ ɔwɔ settled status anaa koraa mpo sɛ watena kurom ha for at least a 7-year period nti sɛ woka sɛ wode nkrataa bi ɛna ɛde baayɛ a naka would be a different situation but sɛ obi a wɔaba UK kurom ha illegally deɛ a ɛndeɛ pawtwo bebree seeking further legal advice because I don't know what your current circumstances are. Yeah, Mbrano, HSS. So, oh, yeah, application based on one casa or private life, swa. And there, so to me, say, we are more than the age of 18. What's not a chrome have for at least 20 years? Into 20 years, no swan, unim say. wokoye wo application. But enti saa dia, you have a right to family life. So wobɛtumi akyerɛ sɛ wowɔ yere ɛwɔ kurom ha na wo yere no ebia ɔyɛ British ni anaasɛ ɔyɛ EU ni a ɔwɔ pre-settlement anaa krampo sɛ ɔwɔ indefinite leave to remain. Saa nipa no sɛ woyɛ application na untumi ɛnyɛ no straightforward saa because ɔmo wɔ biribi a mmɔfrɛ no insurmountable obstacles. Nti sɛ wowɔ ba na wokyerɛ sɛ ɛba no ɛyɛ under the age of 18 nti because of ebia wo yere ɛba no anaasɛ mo mmienu mo ba no because of saa akwadaa no nti muntumi ɛnsan mo akyi ɛnkɔ wo kurom na wofiri no, then you can make an application. Anaasɛ wobɛwura mu no ɛna woyɛ asylum application based on the fact say there are going to be risks to your life being in danger anaasɛ biribi saa na, then you could have done that application for asylum when you entered the UK. Nti patro bebree because menim wo circumstances nti wopɛ further legal advice afrɛ yɛn. Meyɛ sure said there are any other questions. Nti megya mo etiefoɔ ne nkurɔfoɔ a ɔmo egu so ahwɛ yɛn ɛwɔ Facebook so ɛne YouTube so. Nyame nhyira mo nyinaa. Dasɛndɛ yɛbɛsan ahyia biom. Have a very, very blessed end of the week. Bye-bye.
Yɛyɛ fɛma yɛwɔ London. Yɛgye abasobɔdeɛ bebree. Na yɛaredare ɛwɔ mmaransɛm mu. Ɛyɛ legal services, bi te sɛ family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. Wɔ BWF deɛ, yɛn solicitors ɛde anigyeɛ ɛna twitwa gye woɔ, na yɛboɔ nso nyɛ den koraa. Yɛn partner panin paa, Bernardo Wusu ayɛ lawyer ɛwɔ UK man mu bɛburu mfie 29 years. BWF Solicitors kura wɔn ho. Nti sɛ ba na ebusuansɛm bi te sɛ child care, ɛyɛ abofra hwɛ mu, awaregya yɛ ho twema mentwe, ɛne ɔhyɛ anaa injunction a yɛde to domestic violence so a, yɛmma wo legal assistance a ɛdi mu na yie adwuma nso. Yɛn child care ɛne family team no nim nea wofa mu ɛwɔ nea ɛyɛ wɔ bere yi mu. Ɛno nti ne yɛto yɛn bo ase ma wafoto a ɛsɛ fata ɛwɔ kokoa mu. Yen senior partner ɛyɛ obi a Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agyina to mu na ɔsan so yɛ member na kyerɛ sɛ ɛba no sɛ yɛgyina w'akyi ɛtwitwa agyew ɛwɔ family ɛne matrimonial cases ho a wonni haw koraa. Wopɛ advice ɛwɔ immigration nsɛnsɛm ho. Wɔ BWF Solicitors deɛ, yɛn immigration team no avedare ɛwɔ general immigration ho nsɛmsɛm kosi complex immigration, work permit, student visa ho ntotoyɛ, any entry clearance visas, family visas, ni appeals. Yɛn senior partner ɛyɛ member na wasan gyina tom ɛwɔ Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel. Nti sɛ yɛtae w'akyi a, wonni haw koraa. Yɛbie yɛn office free dwada ekosi fiada, anɔpa nɔnkron pɛɛ mu ekosi enumere nonsia, ɛyɛ 9:30 AM kosi 6 PM. Ɛna memene nso ɛyɛ appointment nkoa, free anɔpa nondu ekosi ewia nɔnan, ɛyɛ 10 AM kosi 4 PM. Yɛwɔ 4th floor ɛwɔ Anna House, 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London N15 4NP. Sɛ wonnante firi 7 Sisters Underground nso a, ɛyɛ kwan tiaa bi. Yɛn senior partner Bernardo Wusu san yɛ barrister yɛagyina to mu na ɔyɛ Ghana Bar Association member ɛna wasan gyina sɛ mmaranimfoɔ ɛwɔ court cases a ɛfa Ghana law ho. Wɔ advising local authorities, official solicitors office, ne solicitors bebree ɛfa Ghanaian law ho yie. Na ɔsan yɛ obi a ɔtae kasa ɛwɔ radio ɛne TV so fa Ghanaian law ho.